Dear colleagues and friends in the Middle East, today I'm going to share you my experience in Hyperopic Smile and also its integration to VisuMax 800 femtosecond laser. You might recall in 2016 I published a paper where after two failed attempts of treatment for hyperopia, we finally managed to create a new profile. It was extremely successful and it was shown in the following study where I used the flex technique. And as you can see, we had almost 90% of eyes treated within 1 day after intended correction. This without any nomograms, nothing else. So it worked. From there on, we created nomograms. And at the same time, it was the group from Nepal and UK and London. So it was Dr. Reinstein and Dr. Proton who started the first hyperopic smile study in the world. Obviously, their population was entirely different. So it's a young population. They went up to +6 diopters and beyond was a mean spherical equivalent plus 5.73 diopters. However, this study delivered two very, very important results for hyperopia treatment. First, that could show that the centration achieved was excellent, and it's much more important for hyperopia than for myopia. And a 6.3 millimeter zone with smile surgery corresponded to a 7 millimeter zone when you use excimer laser with LASIK or femtoLASIK surgery. So from there on, we continued and set up a multi-center study. As you can see, there were investigators from all over the world with a major contribution from Dr. Stadulka from the Czech Republic and us being in the second place. And we used the very same profile. However, every investigator could choose how large his incision is going to be, so between 2 and 4 millimeter an incision. And for myself, I use a 4 millimeter entering incision with low energies and a central thickness of 2.5 millimeter in a fixed transition zone of 2 millimeter zone, and the optical zone of 6.3 millimeters in the majority of cases. Now, we treated almost 200 patients, 374 eyes. We followed out for 12 months, and the mean spherical equivalent was plus 3.2 diopters, and we went up to 6.5 diopters. We also were allowed to do mini monovision in presbyopic patients, and I'll share some pearls here as well. Now, the results were at least as good as with MEL 90 and actually superior to MEL 80, so we were very happy with it. Now, when you look at the safety index, and this is what's important with any new technology, it was about 1. And again, this is hyperopia. This is not a myopia treatment. And the contrast sensitivity, where in hyperopia, people do lose contrast sensitivity, compare the blue line with a preoperative, with a postoperative 12 months black line, you see there was virtually no significant loss of contrast sensitivity. Now, the very personal experience, this is our head nurse in the theater, and she was at the time of her surgery 58. She was assisting me at many investigational surgeries, and some days she said, why not me? Because I'm hyperopic, I got presbyopic, can't we solve our problem? And we solved her problem. So this is her refraction. She was a non-dominant eye plus 1 diopter spherical equivalent and plus 0.5 diopters in the dominant eye. And we obviously aim for minus because of her job, and also the mini monovision. And you can see the excellent centration in both eyes with a binocular near visual acuity of 0.8 and 0.63 for distance. She's very happy, does not require any glasses in her daily life, and believe it or not, can really thread a 10-0 nylon without glasses. Even the dark illumination in the theater really is something to be very happy of. Now, is everything just wonderful? No, we also learned a few other things. At first, obviously, you need to have an M-size treatment pack because of the large zone. At the same time, we deal with very small eyes with small wide to wide diameters and a fairly long treatment time between 32 and 35 seconds. So even my suction loss rate for hyperopia was 0.7% as compared to 0.3% in routine cases. And in the entire study, it was 1.34%, which in my idea, my opinion is probably even not acceptable. So how can we solve this? And the solution is actually not to use the VisuMax 500, but take a new VisuMax 800, integrate into this 2 megahertz laser because it's 3 times faster. So for hyperopic treatment, you only need 12 seconds. It also integrates an eye tracking device for centration and soft torsion, even improving the good centration we could achieve in our study. So in conclusion, we will be able to integrate a hyperopic smile into the new VisuMax 800 and in that way provide a new excellent option for laser vision correction for hyperopia and hyperopic astigmatism. Thank you so much indeed.